a teenage boy has been arrested after a 15-year-old girl was stabbed to death on her way to school in South London.
It worries me thinking, where are we failing our children? What is it that's going amiss in our society and in our parenting? That the media has so many reports of preteens and teenagers being violent to their own age group. It makes law enforcement difficult given the juvenile age bracket, and yes, this cannot be ignored as it's a threat to the safety and lives of others. Hi, my name's Kevin Shaw and I make these videos on issues that concern our collective well-being. If you haven't subscribed, your support is very much appreciated. And what's more important today is how you see these teenage crimes. Please let me know in the comments below how these teenagers and preteens can be helped. In Luton, police arrested a 20-year-old drug dealer as part of a response to a 2020 revenge shooting when a woman and a 2-year-old were fired at while sat in a car. One of the bullets hit the toddler, missing a crucial artery by 1 millimetre. When Terrell McCoy was arrested at Luton Station, he was found with a handgun, a full clip of bullets, a lock knife in his socks, and enough evidence on his phone to connect him to 4 other gang members. In Manchester, a 12-year-old girl has been arrested for her involvement in a violent attack on another girl. The whole thing was recorded and shared on social media. I had goosebumps when I read this story. What did two 12-year-old boys do to a 19-year-old boy in a Wolverhampton park? They ruthlessly and indiscriminately murdered him with machetes, after which they went back home, blood-soaked, and played violent video games. Can you believe that? It's still difficult for me to process it.
You say you have bad news for me, that Sean had got stabbed and he passed away.
The murder scene was this park. The trigger, an argument over a bench. This CCTV shows Sean first visiting a shop with a friend before heading to the playing fields. Here you can just about make out the bench. Police believe this was the fatal attack. One of the boys pulled out a 16-inch machete and stabbed Sean. The other punched and stamped on his head. West Midlands Police is used to investigating knife crime, but the lead detective in this case was not prepared for the killers to be so young. They were obsessed with weapons. On one of their phones, pictures of a sword among other blades. But this fixation wasn't a fantasy. The boys were armed and ready to kill in real life.
And now, in my own city of Nottingham, a 12-year-old boy walked casually up to a teenager and plunged a knife into his back in a town in broad daylight. The police are clueless about his intention because the story reveals nothing about his motivation. And finally, this made me shudder. How a teenage girl stabbed another girl of a similar age in a Wales school and also stabbed the 2 teachers who tried to intervene. There must be something more than what the media is reporting to these stories. And I'm curious about this girl's psychological condition, along with the 4 others that I've shared with you already.
Yesterday, there's been a statement from Stafford Powers Police, and they say a 13-year-old girl has been charged with 3 counts of attempted murder after 2 teachers and a teenage pupil were stabbed at Ammon Valley School in Wales, and that in which a 13-year-old girl charged with 3 counts of attempted murder after 2 teachers and a teenage pupil were stabbed at that school.
Now, I look forward to your judgment. I can't think about these kids anymore. What do you think is going wrong with the parenting and the parents? Is this murder a tip of an iceberg or the whole iceberg? Is this going to drown us all in the UK eventually? Do you know if our legal system is already acting on this? Will these children be taken to correctional centres, or should they be punished to deter future crime? Because this attitude is attractive to gang recruiters that will destroy the future of our country. Well, I need to stop my questions and just wait to hear your thoughts. Thank you for joining me and have a good one.